Hello everyone, this is Park Seni, the head of Mind Coaching. Today I'd like to explain a bit about how to make money. Many people want to earn a lot of money, but if you ask where money comes from or how to make it, there are probably more people who can't answer that well. I never knew I would earn so much money and live confidently and happily like this. I don't think I had that confidence until I was in my early 20s. The confidence that I would live as a wealthy person. But since I've been living as a consultant and educator, earning millions since my 20s, and I plan to continue living that way for the rest of my life, I'd like to briefly explain why I can do this. People want to make money, but where does the money come from? When you ask that, they often can't answer easily. So, where does money come from? So, is it from my mom's wallet? There are students like this too. It will come out right, but it won't be a lot of money. Let me give you the answer. Money comes from thoughts. I think there will be many people who still don't understand this, but thoughts. I do that a lot too. That's right. As I mentioned in another video, a person has between 40,000 to 60,000 thoughts in a day. But even though many people have a lot of thoughts, there are still quite a few who don't make money. But let me be clear, money comes from thoughts. So, we need to specify what kind of thoughts we're talking about. What kind of thoughts make money? Not every thought turns into money. Even if you have 50,000 thoughts in a day, there are many cases where they won't lead to making money. To make money, you need to think about how to solve certain problems. There are a lot of problems in the world. For example, when you're sick, you go to the hospital. People who know how to treat when someone is sick. Who is that? It's a doctor. Those doctors provide treatment and receive money in return. Also, lawyers must have the kind of thoughts that can effectively resolve legal issues when they arise. So that's how you make money. And it's the same with restaurants. If you can make delicious food, people will happily eat it. And it can solve their hunger problem. There are also people who have a desire to keep eating tasty things. Famous chefs have the kind of thoughts that can fulfill those desires, and by solving that problem, they make a lot of money. In this way, there are experts in various fields. Those experts are people who can effectively solve problems in their respective fields. If you have those kinds of thoughts, you too can become wealthy. I can explain the method in more detail if I have time, but I will do so next time. For now, I will briefly explain how I earned that money. Of course, I am an educator who has earned hundreds of millions of won since I was in my 20s and 28 years old. So what kind of problem is this? First of all, it is a problem that students cannot control the unconscious part, no matter how hard they try to study, so their grades do not improve much, and they have more civic symptoms, some wrong, illnesses with unconscious roots, such as insomnia, nervous indigestion, headaches, scissors pressure, hair pulling, test phobia, etc. These can be solved right away with meditation or psychotherapy rather than medication. For this kind of ability and the thoughts I can offer, I charge tuition. Everyone earns money by solving some kind of problem. In this area, I can solve problems better than anyone else, and in fact, I can solve various issues. While we're on the subject, I'd like to explain a bit. I've actually helped many people earn millions by providing consulting services to people who want to make money but can't. Originally, this isn't my main job, but for example, I worked with a student who was typically getting a grade of 7. After personal counseling, I helped them achieve a grade of 2 in math within 10 weeks. Then the father was so moved that he sent his daughter to me for tutoring, and even relatives started reaching out for education. And then, finally, they asked me to take them on as a student. I spent about 2 hours guiding them, and I managed to find time for that over a span of 3 to 4 weeks, even though I was really busy. I've had a session that lasted 10 hours. To get straight to the results, by our 4th meeting, after a total of 6 hours of guidance, I remember someone who was originally earning 2.3 million, won a month, was thrilled to tell me that their monthly income had increased to over 8 million won. That was a great moment. I think that was exactly 10 years ago. So, I think there are many ways to solve these problems. In any field related to the mind, we can enhance and upgrade them in various ways and help them live a better life. That's the process through which I'm making money, by solving mental issues in this world. In fact, I really enjoy my work and find it exciting and fun. But I can't help but feel excited. If you provide guidance and education, students will change significantly, and their grades will improve significantly. It will be very satisfying to see that. It's very rewarding. And because I'm providing education that can truly change lives on a subconscious level, I find it very rewarding and fulfilling. And that's how the income comes as a bonus. Let me share my monthly income. I will disclose the tuition fees I earned from Dr. Park's idea coaching at this center from December 1st to December 31st of last year. If you take a look at the figures from December, you can go to NIBS, which stands for Nice Information and Communication, and check the integrated transaction details. I'm like this. If I show you from December 1st, if you check again up to December 31st of last year, it shows up like this. Card sales for 1 month. Originally, it was 61.1 million won, but since there was a cancellation of 1.1 million won, the remaining card sales amount to 60 million won. And if you look at the cash receipts, set the date from December 1st to December 31st, and then click to check again. There were 3 cash transactions of 5 million won each, totaling 15 million won. So, from 15 million won plus the 60 million won, and now with the cash sales, the total comes to 75 million won that I received as training fees in just 1 month last year. It's money. That's right. If you can effectively solve psychological issues, this level of income is definitely possible. The next time I'll explain in more detail how to make more money. This part will be incredibly helpful not only to students but also to business people. I will see you again next time. Thank you.